Alright, well, we found ourselves in about the first week of October, and through actually Chris Brackett Facebook page, he had said on there that there was a youth hunt available through one of his buddies down in Illinois, and made a couple phone calls, and through that we were hooked up. And I had a little surprise for TJ. He didn't know it. He was at school all week, and me, in between work and phone calls, got it all set up that we were going to surprise him and go down on a hunt down in southern Illinois. So from there, I waited anxiously all week, and Friday I picked him up from school and still didn't really say anything. Started heading south, and he kind of caught on a little bit, because instead of going north to hunt up in central Wisconsin, we were heading south. And that is when we finally pulled in to where my dad works, and we broke the news to him that he was going on a youth hunt in southern Illinois. So from there, we take off.
We took
So what do you
down.
think? Huh?
That's crazy.
Yeah? You ready for the long journey down there?
Nap time for me.
Nap time?
Oh yeah.
First you gotta calm down, huh?
Yeah, I'm shaking right now.
Alright, well, we're gonna drive down there and get to the lodge hopefully about 8:30. Alright, well, we crossed the Illinois border about an hour and a half ago, so we got about three and a half more hours to go before we hit South Fork Outfitters here in Mendon, Illinois. So it's gonna be a crazy weekend. TJ had no clue that I was setting this up all week. Just got lucky and set this trip up actually Monday evening. So I've been excited all week, but I couldn't tell him till I picked him up at school today. And we made the long drive, or we're making actually the long drive down here right now. And we're hoping to put a buck on the ground. It's a youth hunt down here in Illinois this weekend. Alright, so we rolled into camp down at South Fork Outfitting in southern Illinois, and we were pretty excited. Made the 6.5 hour drive down there. Was really looking forward to it, but not really sure what to expect. Was my first time ever doing something like this, and of course TJ's first time. But Tad runs a great joint down there, so they got us set up and showed us some pictures of some good bucks that we'd be chasing that weekend. And before we knew it, the alarm clock was going off Saturday morning, and we were headed to the stand. Alright, well, it's Saturday morning here in Illinois. We're set up over a cut cornfield. We got corn door right behind us, and bedding just across this cut cornfield from us. So what these bucks have been doing is feeding out into this cornfield behind us at night, and then cutting across this cut cornfield and going back to bed in the morning. So there's a couple dandies on camera, so we're hoping that So Saturday night we climbed into a tree overlooking a pond right behind us, and probably one of the coolest sets I've ever sat in. It was way up on top of a big bluff, had the pond there, and we saw deer all night, just not the potential that we were looking for. Saw a beautiful sunset, and really made the night go by quick. We rolled into Sunday morning. We set up in a different location, and didn't have much happen at all. We saw one doe come in and bed up 50 yards from us, and then we got pretty lazy, and TJ started having a little fun in the blind, as you can see there. But we're overlooking a thick CRP bedding area, and got some egg fields out in front of us, hoping those deer would work to us. And had a doe come in real early this morning, actually bed up about 50 yards to our left. As far as we know, she must still be there. She's right behind the cedar tree. So as you can see, TJ's loving this time. I told him he was supposed to do this interview, but he was gonna fake sleeping, so he didn't have to. So we'll probably sit here till about 11 this morning, and then head back and get some food, and head back out for tonight's hunt. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna be heading to another spot, so we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah. Got that whole in there.
Look at that shot. Who lands it on there?
2 for 2. There we go. The big one's coming in now.
Alright, well, it's Sunday evening here, and we've had a pretty slow weekend so far for the youth hunt down here at South Fork Outfitters, but we're at a spot now. We're going to drop off the backside of this hill here. Looks like a lot of dirt, but it's been dry down here for 2 months, but we got good horny buckseed food plots on the backside. We're going to sneak into a shadow hunter this evening, and there's been a lot of deer coming out here, so we're hoping that we can put an Illinois giant on the ground. TJ's ready to do it. He's been waiting all weekend. Sleepless nights, long days, long mornings, so hoping to get it done. We got to go home tomorrow morning, so. Looks like a shooter works.
Well, he starts to walk 500 feet, so don't get too excited.
So due to the wind, Monday morning just wasn't looking promising. We talked to Tad, and he just said, I don't think it's going to work. So we stayed out of that. We went back up into the shadow hunter blind overlooking the same field. And sure enough, in the morning, I seen at least 2, if not 3 shooters come off the field and go into the woods straight across from us where I wanted to set up. But sometimes the wind just doesn't happen to work for you. So we knew that, we had to work the wind. We couldn't. So we were pretty frustrated. And actually, at first thought, I told TJ, hey, we're not going to stay Monday evening, which was our last day. We got to get back. I had to get back for work, and he had to get back for school. And so he was hounding me all day. Come on, we got to stay. And I told him, I said, you know what? There's only one way I stay, and that is if we can get on those deer that we saw this morning and last night. So we talked to Tad, and Tad said, well, I don't know. The wind's not right. And I said, well, it's pretty much now or never. So I said, heck with the wind. We're gonna go in there. If we get busted, we get busted. If not, we're gonna come out with a Illinois whitetail, and that's exactly what happened.
Alright, well, we got into the spot we were gonna be for our last evening here in Illinois. We weren't gonna sit tonight because I gotta get him back for school, but we've seen some good shooter bucks out here this morning, so decided if we can get out here and shoot a buck, and I'll drive through the night and get him back in the morning. For school, it's worth it. So we got into the spot we wanted to get to, and we've been surrounded by two does for the first 45 minutes. I mean, we no more than sat down, turned around, and they were 50 yards from us, so it's looking like it's going to be a good night. We weren't sure about our wind, but looks like our wind's blowing out across this field about just the way we want it, so we saw a good shooter 8-point walk right into this corner this morning, so we're hoping he comes back out, gives us an opportunity so we could go back to Wisconsin with a nice rack in the back, so we're gonna sit here and see what happens. It's hot out again, probably low 80s, so it's warm, but we got about an hour and a half, 2 hours before dark. We're gonna see what happens.
Oh, you hammered him. You hammered him, TJ. You hammered him.
You absolutely hammered him. You absolutely hammered him. Oh my god. He is a stud, dude. You hammered him, dude. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, dude. Give me some. Oh my god. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, dude. Give me some. Oh my god, you hammered him. He is a stud. He is a stud. He is a stud. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I cannot believe this. You will not believe this story. Oh my god, DJ.
I'm pretty sure the skull.
That's alright. That's alright. Oh my god. I saw the blood pouring out of him. Oh my god. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Dude, he's like 20 wide.
My hands are way too shaky.
Okay. This is unbelievable. It is day 3, evening. We weren't even supposed to hunt tonight. TJ said, Aaron, I know it's going to happen. I got a feeling we just got to get set up in the right spot. We came back to this spot. I seen that buck about 300 yards down this field, going to this woods this morning. And he just popped out at 150 yards, worked his way down. We shot him at 80. Beautiful shot. I saw the blood pumping out of him. I'm not sure on the footage because when he shot, I know I jumped. But it's unbelievable. Illinois giant, right there. Oh my God, we're gonna settle down. We'll be back in a second. All right, well, we shot that big buck about 15-20 minutes ago, and we're out at the truck now. We're waiting for Tad from South Fork Outfitters to come meet us before we go recover this deer. But this guy right here did it, man. He kept telling me all day. We were supposed to leave this morning so I could get him back for school, and he said, Aaron, I got a feeling that we're killing one tonight if we stay. Why don't you just drive through the night and I'll go to school tomorrow. And I seen a buck. I'm not sure if it's the same buck, but we were about 500 yards across this field this morning, and I seen a buck like that go into the woods, and I thought, you know, if we could get close to where he went in, he's probably going to come back out the same way. And we had deer all over us from 4 o'clock till now, and it's 6:30. And I told TJ, as long as we don't spook anything off this field, big buck's going to show up, and that's exactly what he did. All of a sudden TJ says, big buck, and there he is. So I'll let him talk to him a little bit and tell you what he's feeling.
He was probably, when I first saw him, probably 150. And it was like you were walking up the steps, the tine just came up. There must have been like a dip in this plot or whatever, and I thought I was gonna crap myself for a while. I started shaking, and there was a point Aaron tried to tell me to shoot him, and I would have had to stand up, and so I got stood up or whatever, and I was just shaking way too bad. So he started to keep walking towards us, so I sat back down without spooking him. Probably 10 seconds later he stopped, and we believe I hammered him, so I'm pretty excited about
I
this.
could see the blood pumping out. The footage, I didn't get any footage because when the shot went off, the way we were set up tonight, I was literally laying on the ground, and I was filming from my knees. I didn't bring the tripod along because I knew there was no way. I didn't want that sticking out. I just wanted to freehand it because we were right up in their bedroom, and it worked out. But the shot and after, I didn't get on film. I was just so excited. I wanted to. I mean, this is TJ's first buck, and first buck with either bull or gun. So it's definitely a giant, and we're looking forward to going to recover this deer. So let's go get him. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. That's a nice deer cage. Pull his rack out of there.
Congratulations.
What do you think? Come on. Haven't seen one that big, have you?
Look at the body on that joker.
Yeah, boy, that come up bad. Did hit him back, huh? Unless he was angled more. He must have been angled more. We'll have to see on the other side.
let's hear how it happened.
Can I explain this again?
Sure.
Alright, well, he was out about 150 yards, and I just caught the top of his tines, and they just kept getting bigger and bigger. And he kept working in perfectly, and he got to a point where my brother wanted me to shoot him, and I had to stand up, and I was shaking way too bad. So then he took another couple steps, so I sat back down, and probably 10 seconds later I pulled the trigger, and he ran off, and now we're here.
Solid. Good deer, buddy, especially for your first one. First buck, anyway.
That's awesome.